Germany's Friedrich Merz and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen have confirmed constructive talks with Belgium regarding the potential use of billions in frozen Russian assets to support Ukraine.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the press conference following the Conference of Minister Presidents. We have made concrete decisions that, in my view, truly mark my term in office. I would like to sincerely thank the chairperson, the esteemed Minister President Alexander Schweitzer, and the co-chair. At the beginning of my term, I also paid inaugural visits to the state governments. This is a European matter, and I see no possibility in any form of economically channeling the money we mobilize to the United States of America. And the American government knows this. That is our negotiating position. This is also the position of the federal government, as well as the representatives who negotiate on our behalf in the various formats. And this is also the consensus at the European level. There are absolutely no differences of opinion on this. This money must go to Ukraine and help Ukraine. The Americans partly see it that way as well. They would like to have a certain economic gain from it. That is legitimate, but it is not the goal of the operation that we want to launch together in Europe in the coming days.
So far, Wever has offered no public comment, and no definitive agreement appears to have been reached. The bulk of the frozen assets is held by Euroclear, a Brussels-based financial depository, and Belgium is seeking ironclad guarantees against potential Russian retaliation before supporting the proposal.
As we slashed Russian imports of fossil fuels massively, we also cut the revenues that Russia uses to wage its war of aggression against Ukraine. We were paying to Russia 12 billion euros per month at the beginning of the war for fossil fuels. Now we're down to 1.5 billion per month, still too much. We aim to bring it down to zero. And my final point is, as part of its aggression, Russia has been attacking Ukraine's energy infrastructure over and over again, winter after winter, in these past 3 years. Winter after winter, Europe helped keep the lights on in Ukraine. Dear Fatih, dear Dan, you both worked hard, and you remember our joint effort last year to repair, to reconnect, to stabilize Ukraine's energy system. We will do it again this year. We will help repair the damage caused by the Russian strikes. We have already provided more than 16,000 power generators and transformers. And we are stabilizing Ukraine's energy grid with over 2 gigawatts of electricity export from our union to Ukraine. We will continue to support immediate needs and help build a more resilient Ukrainian energy system for the long term. To conclude, this is a good day for Europe and for our independence from Russian fossil fuels, because this is how we make Europe resilient. I want to thank the Commissioner, the Council and the Parliament. This is European teamwork at its best. And this includes your precious advice, dear Fatih, over all these years. Thank you very much for that. And thank you.
Yes, Mr. Birol has the floor.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Madam President, big congratulations to you and to you also, Mr. Commissioner. Indeed, this is a historic day, colleagues, for Europe and for the energy world in general. Today, Europe is drawing a line under a saga that began over half a century. Decades and decades, Russia has been the number one energy supplier of Europe, mainly natural gas, and today we are coming to the end of this saga. Dear colleagues, if you look at the past, why Europe chose Russia, very interesting. In the 1970s, it was a diversification from Middle East oil. So it was a way to diversify there, but it went a bit, I would say, too far from this diversification. There was a growing dependency on Russian gas. I remember year 2004, 20 years ago, I was in Berlin. I told this to the Madam President as well. I said that the Europe's dependency on Russian gas may be problematic in the future. At that time, it was 30%. And it was not heard very strongly in Europe. And 2019, about half of the European gas came from Russia, even worse. But Russia reminded us when they have invaded Crimea 2014 that Russia may not be the most reliable energy partner. And we know the rest, 2022, Russia's invasion of Ukraine and cutting the Russian gas and the major energy crisis in Europe. Now, when the crisis happened, I have presented Madam President a 10-point plan of IEA how to go through these difficult days without having the lights off, with the lights on and economy still strong. And under the strong leadership of Madam President, we have seen that we had the gas. We were also fortunate to have the US LNG at that time and the Norwegian growing gas production. Again, in the last 3 years, exciting of the renewables, as we have seen, renewables in the last 3 years, Madam President, increased 40% in 3 years, which is unbelievable, a big growth, again, as we have suggested. And again, we have suggested that the nuclear should give it a second thought, and the countries that wanted to phase out nuclear stop their policies and continue with nuclear. And today, I think a historic day, thanks to the strong leadership of Madam President. And also, I can also thank and congratulate my friend, Mr. Commissioner Dan Jorgensen. His great efforts until this morning continue. I hope then you will have some time to enjoy this today and mark this occasion. Dear colleagues, this comes at a time, of course, very important, as Madam President mentioned. It is also important in the context of defending Ukraine and defending the European integrity and sovereignty. But it comes at a time that, as I has said 2 years ago, lots of LNG is coming to the market now from US, Canada, Australia, and Qatar. It gives us Europe a room of maneuver. I would like to finish my words. We all at the IEA, we all want to get a lesson. Learn a lesson from this experience in the last 50 years. The lesson we learn is not to have too much concentration of energy from one single country.